commissioner.
Seibs, that was impressive. What did you make of it?
Yeah, look, it was a really good turnaround, which we needed. Hoops. Last week we were well below, the standard that we've, set this year. So I thought the guys did a really good job with their prep during the week, and I was really happy with how we played for the bulk of the game. I think it was, real team performance. We lost Sabi early as well, and obviously Turbo towards the back end of the game. So it's pleasing. I still feel like we've got a little bit more in us, but it gives us a chance, go back to next week and continue to sort of try and find our best football and footy that can win some finals games.
Question everyone in rugby league is asking is, how is Tommy?
Yeah, so it's AC joint, so he'll definitely miss next week, from what I understand, but he'll get an X-ray or a scan. He will be right for round one of the finals. It is something that you can take the pain away. So, look, I don't think he'll be right for next week, but that'll be sort of, I suppose, verified through the X-ray or the MRI, and we'll put a plan together for him. But we'll make sure we look after him, and all going well, he'll be right to go again.
What went through your head when you saw it unfold?
I didn't actually know straight away about his AC. He copped a cork to his shin earlier, and he was hobbling around a little bit. And then, obviously, on the line break, I think it might have been Preston's line break, he copped, a split to his head. But he also hurt his AC at the same time. So, he was in the wars a little bit tonight. But, the good thing is, those types of injuries aren't season-ending. There's some pain there, and he'll be a bit sore and sorry, I'd imagine, for the next few days. But, all going well. From what I understand, he'll be available for week one.
How's he emotionally, Steve? It's been a long journey to 150 games.
Yeah.
He looked quite distraught coming up the tunnel tonight.
I think it was a lovely presentation yesterday. His mum, his partner, and a couple of life members of our club, Warwick Bulmer and Brett Stewart, presented him his jersey, and just looking at the highlight, that probably were, it was hard to keep down to only sort of 2.5 minutes of highlights for Turbo, but they did a good job with that. So look, it was really pleasing. He's fought really hard. He's been really diligent as a pro, and there's been a lot of hurdles along the way, but it was pleasing. We get a result for him tonight.
Hindsight's always 20/20, but when he was struggling with the knee injury and he got that strapped up, at any point did you think, I might just pull him off to protect him at all, or was it?
No, because there was not the knee injury. They said it was stable. So I can only go on sort of the medical. But it's an AC joint, as I said. It's not season ending. It's not like anything that's sort of too hard to sort of play with. But he won't play next week, from what I understand.
The positive is that you've got options in terms of Lehigh was great tonight.
Yeah.
Obviously Tolu returned as well.
Yeah, you're right. Lehigh has been a real find for us this year. He's, again, I thought, in really good, opposition team there. I thought he played some really good footy again. And Tolu's, maybe 3 weeks back from his MCL himself. So, he's ready to go. So, we've got a couple of good options there, mate.
Daly, is there a harder injury to see in rugby league than when Tom Trbojevic walks off the field?
Yeah, well, as a teammate, it's definitely hard to watch. But just knowing the determination and the desire he'll have to get back soon, I know it's going to be all right for him. But, it's obviously just not ideal anytime you see him go down. He's a big part of the club. We all love him. And, I hope that showed in our performance tonight as his milestone. So, as Seibs mentioned, it's not something too serious. So that's a positive, and we know what Tom's going to be like. He's just going to get into his work and be back as soon as possible for us.
Seems it's part of the challenge too, though. He'd been in the last month or so, he'd been hitting the line with confidence instead of looking like he did a couple of years ago and playing that confidence. If he's carrying a shoulder injury, is the concern whether he's able to do that through the finals?
Well, it's an AC injury, but as I said, pain management. So you can needle them up and play, which. I'm sure he'll do, but look, we'll get the scan tomorrow just to confirm what the medical staff think, and we've got really long turnaround into next week. And then, I'm not sure when we're playing week 1, but, there's a little bit of time there. But he's tough and he'll be right to play.
How's Jason Saab?
Yeah, he's a high ankle sprain, so he'll get a scan. That can be quite nasty, those ones, so I'm just not as confident on Sabi, but until we get the scan and sort of see, how serious it is. But it was a hip drop tackle that hurt him. So it's an awkward one, He's not real comfortable in there, to be fair.
Do you have a view, like, obviously, like, say, Bronson Sherry just put on a report for a hip drop tackle, you lose a player for the game potentially for longer. Do you have a view on whether the Bulldogs...
Oh, I don't think they saw it at the time. So, look, it was put on a report maybe the set after or something like that. So it's hard to go back and sin bin someone. But, the match review committee will look at it and they do a thorough job with that.
Just on your middles, Matt Lodge, in his first game back from injury in Taniela Paseka, the tone they sort of said earlier.
Yeah, no, they did. That was the opportunity for them to get better. We made a couple of changes there, and I thought we got a response off the back of a couple of changes. But the guys trained with a real purpose and intent during the week, and we were much better than last week, which was pleasing.
How much confidence? I know he did a great week last week. How much confidence is Luke Brooks playing for the moment? Like, he had a hand in 2 tries at the one on strip that led up to the one after half time. Just sort of like the way he's playing ahead of his first final series. Yeah,
it was probably Chaz.
Yeah, well, he's playing good footy, no doubt about that. And it's great to see him grow in confidence. And I think it's only natural when you go to a new club, you've got to take time to find your feet. I don't think he took long to find his feet, but it's just as the year's gone on, he's felt more and more comfortable. And with that, he's just taking games on. So I'm really happy for him. He gets to play finals footy this year, and I know how happy he is about that. So, it's a good time for Brooksy and a good time for the club.
So how important was tonight's win just in the context of your season there? You get to go to Brookvale, host Cronulla Sunday, and if you win, you secure home.
Yeah, no, look, it's all to play for, isn't it? And it is. Not even for those reasons too. So I think, we were really disappointed in last week. We jumped out to an early lead, and then we just didn't manage to be at our best, defensively for the bulk of that game. So we wanted a response, and the guys are great. Ches and Jakey and Turbo really focused the group during the week of training, and they had real purpose and intent. And so in the context of the season, it was good to bounce back, and put a good performance in. Bulldogs have obviously been really consistent this year. They're the best defensive team in a lot of areas. So to be able to score 30-odd points against them was pleasing. And, it was a good bounce back, I thought.
This year, NRL on 9 is your one-stop shop for all footy.
That's right, Freddie. Not about the highlights. Action. 7 days a week.
Billy and Gus podcast. Get that on your drive on the way home. Immortal Behaviour. Grab a seat on the couch for that. And, of course, my favourite, Freddie in the Own.
The best footy brains, the biggest games.
Don't trust the algorithm. Subscribe to NRL on 9 and get all your entertainment there.